Welcome to Chapter 21 of this FE12 H4 Reverse Recruitment LTC. According to the great LTC player Gradivus, this is the most difficult chapter to LTC in FE12 full recruitment. Once again, it was Knight of Titania who invented a 5-turn clear with 1 rescue and 1 again use. And Gradivus vastly improved the reliability of that clear by feeding Minerva, who needs to visit the top right village before Mars does in order to recruit Michaelis after the chapter. Here, our Lord Alice is a 12-move flyer, which should be a big advantage over Mars. But as far as I can tell, any 5-turn clear still requires 1 rescue and 1 again. We are, however, going to use an extra again staff to clear this map in 4 turns. The idea is to rescue Minerva's replacement Jeorge in turn 1 so that he can reach the village in turn 3 with exactly 3 full moves. Alice herself can reach the village in turn 4 with a dance by Fina. And then in turn 4, we will again Alice tries to fly 23 tiles from the village to the gate in order to seize. Before we enter the map, bear with me for another minute as I sell off most of my spare weapons to reach about 50,000 gold. This will be more than enough for us to buy some stats boosters in the secret shop on this map. Of course, please feel free to fast forward on the video. Okay, we're finally done. 52,000 gold. For this map, Jeorge is reclassed to Draco Knight for obvious reasons. After taking the Rainbow Potion, he has capped 26 strength and 23 speed, as well as almost capped 29 defense. Very impressive stats all around. I'm giving more Rainbow Potions than needed because at this point I'm pretty sure that I have saved more than I will need in the next 4 chapters. This is a very big map, so we deployed the maximum number of 6 flyers, plus Zane, who will be our 7th flyer. Merrick and Pala are benched, while Militia is fielded for the first time to be another fortified staffer in addition to Lena. And Katarina is going to be our rescue staffer equipped with Nosferatu. In turn 1, Zane first copies Draco Chris. Then Chris full moves to a mountain tile to attack the nearest berserker from the right side. This sets up a kill for Paladin Est. Katarina full moves and gets danced by Fina. Draug, who replaces Ymir, stays out of the range of those 12-move wyverns on the mountain. Then Alice moves forward to a position that's more than 3 tiles away from Chris. In the upcoming enemy phase, we don't want her to get the extra 10 avoid from Chris support. Militia uses the barrier staff on Jeorge to increase his resistance to 10. Then Katria and Samson fly up. Katerina rescues Jeorge to her right side with a rescue boost by Chris. From this position, Jeorge is exactly 30 tiles away from the village, so he can get there with 3 full moves. Both of our rescue staffs have broken by this point. In his first full move, Jeorge can use the forged javelin to crit kill a wyvern. The +2 might on the javelin gives max strength Draco Jeorge 31 attack, which is just enough to crit kill these wyverns that can roll up to 51 HP and 14 defense. That's the primary reason that I had +2 might on this crit javelin. Lena fortified and stayed out of wyvern range. And finally, Michaelis moves to the right side and enters the range of one of the 2 wyverns near the boss. In this enemy phase, we're going to rig him to crit that wyvern, and later Michaelis will be the boss killer. In turn 1 enemy phase, the nearest meteor bishop attacks Alice, who has low res and not too high avoid compared to Jeorge. Then Michaelis crit kills a wyvern as we planned. This crit is actually necessary because otherwise Michaelis' HP would be below 40, and those 3 wyverns on the mountain will go for him instead of Katerina because they see a higher chance of crit killing him. But since Michaelis critted, they're now all baited by Katerina. In turn 2, we first get rid of the 4 wyverns and 1 swordmaster weakened by Katerina. Alice can kill the swordmaster before being danced by Fina. Samson kills the top wyvern. And at this position, he also protects Fina from a berserker up there. Katerina kills another wyvern. Chris sets up a bishop kill for Est. Katria and Zane finish the 2 remaining wyverns. After being danced, Alice can now full move toward the village and crit kill a swordmaster on her way. She reaches B lands here, which is just in time for what she needs to do in the next chapter. At this position, Alice baits a wyvern on the right side of the map, which is going to be important. Jeorge full moves again to be ready to visit the village next turn. He's necessarily in range of a meteor bishop there, as well as a wyvern. The plan is for him to crit kill that wyvern in enemy phase to remove that threat from future turns. Lena and Militia fortify, whereas Michaelis move further right toward the boss. In turn 2 enemy phase, we just need to rig Jeorge's crit on the top right wyvern. This will also ensure his survival because he will be otherwise doubled by that wyvern. Note that Draco Alice is actually not doubled, thanks to the binding shield. Michaelis baits the remaining wyvern near the boss. He doesn't need to crit here because he can kill next turn. In turn 3, Alice full moves again and crit kills the Swordmaster near the village. Then Jeorge gets to the village and takes pure water to restore his resistance to 10. This will ensure that the meter bishop targets Alice over him. As for our main team, Katria can kill the berserker weakened by Samson. Fina then dances Katria. Zane occupies this fort to prevent a wyvern reinforcement. Then Katarina, Katria, and Ast are going to be able to kill the 2 berserkers and 1 wyvern that was weakened by Alice. Our team is now pretty safe. Chris flies up to crit kill the first of the 3 thieves heading towards the village. This will ensure that the secret shop tile is not occupied next turn. Samson crit kills a Thoron sorcerer in the top left corner. At this position, he's exactly 10 tiles away from the secret shop, so he can visit next turn. Michaelis cleanly finishes the last wyvern on the map. And Militia fortifies to complete turn 3. Not much happens in this enemy phase. And we now get to turn 4, which is the last turn in this clear. And as usual, it's going to be relatively straightforward. Jeorge moves away from the village for Alice to visit. He goes to the armory to buy another javelin just in case, because we have been short on javelin uses. Alice visits the village and obtains the Starlight Tome from Michaelis. Michaelis' replacement Ryan will join us after this chapter. Alice can now be again tries to seize once we kill the boss, so it's 4th quarter cleanup time again. We first dance Zane to reach the cave in the top left corner, getting the talisman there. Then Ast is able to crit kill a Sauron sorcerer for more experience. Lena uses the Against Staff on Alice. And Alice full moves downwards to chip a Meteor Bishop in order to set up a kill for Katria. Now is a key moment. Militia trades the Against Staff from Lena and uses it on Alice. When doing so, Militia gets her first level up in this run, which is shockingly good. Plus 2 strengths. Are you kidding me? I guess this is another glitch of the mod. The developers probably have got too tired at this point to give these late joiners proper growth rates. Anyways, Michaelis can crit kill the boss with ease. And Alice is now ready to seize. But again, Chris is going to do something important. Here, he's going to enter the arena and earn us some money. Chris is going to have a very rare win streak in the arena thanks to this lucky crit. He wins us 2,920 gold in total. I guess greed is good. And to complete this chapter, Samson visits the secret shop to buy 3 energy drops, 3 Draco shields, 3 angelic robes, and 3 arm scrolls. A total of 30,000 gold spent. That's chapter 21 cleared in 4 turns with 1 rescue and 2 again. See you next time for the beginning of the end.